Officer, prepare the army. We are going on the offensive. Hello, in this video we will talk about top 10 crazy wars between humans and animals. Let's start with the less epic and move on to the most legendary wars with animals. The Emu War of 1932, a time when the Australian outback became the battleground for an unexpected conflict between man and bird. Picture this. A group of farmers just trying to make an honest living suddenly finds their crops under siege by hordes of emus. These flightless troublemakers descended upon the fields like a feathery plague, devouring everything in sight. In a desperate bid to reclaim their land, the Australian government sent in the cavalry, quite literally. Armed with Lewis machine guns, soldiers were deployed to wage war against the emus. But alas, these cunning birds proved to be more than a match for their human adversaries. Emus dodged bullets with the finesse of seasoned guerrilla fighters, evading capture at every turn. Despite their best efforts, the soldiers found themselves outmaneuvered by their feathered foes. It was a humbling experience for the military, to say the least. After weeks of skirmishes, the government reluctantly admitted defeat and withdrew its forces. The emus emerged victorious, their victory celebrated in the annals of avian history. And so, the Emu War stands as a testament to the resilience of nature and the folly of underestimating your opponent. Remember, when it comes to facing off against wildlife, sometimes it's best to tread lightly or risk being outsmarted by a bird brain. Picture this, a serene island paradise, where the tranquil beauty of the San Juan Islands was shattered by the most unlikely of adversaries, a pig. Yes, you heard that right, a pig. In 1859, an American farmer on San Juan Island discovered a British pig rooting around in his garden. Outraged by this porcine trespasser, he promptly shot the swine dead. But little did he know, this seemingly innocuous act would spark an international incident of epic proportions, the Pig War. Both the United States and Britain laid claim to the San Juan Islands, leading to a standoff that would have made even the most seasoned diplomats scratch their heads in bewilderment. Weeks turned into months, and still, neither side was willing to back down. Troops were mobilized, tensions ran high, and all because of one unfortunate pig. But just when it seemed like war was inevitable, cooler heads prevailed. Diplomats from both nations negotiated a peaceful resolution, and the Pig War came to an end with nary a shot fired, unless you count the one that started it all. So, what can we learn from the Pig War? Well, for starters, never underestimate the power of a pig to sow chaos on an international scale. And perhaps more importantly, sometimes a little diplomacy can go a long way, even when the stakes are as absurd as a squabble over a pig in paradise. Fast forward to 2024. Where climate change decided to throw a spanner in the works of Australia's agricultural tranquility, reigniting the age-old feud between humans and emus. Imagine this, farmers facing off against an army of emus, armed with nothing but determination and a few high-tech gadgets. With crops decimated and livelihoods at stake, the stage was set for a rematch of epic proportions, the Great Emu War, Redux. This time, however, the emus weren't going down without a fight. Climate change had emboldened these feathered adversaries, giving them the upper hand in their quest for survival. But fear not, dear viewers, for humans are nothing if not resourceful. With a renewed sense of urgency, farmers and conservationists banded together to find innovative solutions to the EMU problem. From eco-friendly deterrence to sustainable farming practices, they embraced the challenge head-on, determined to find a peaceful coexistence with their feathered neighbors. And so, the Great Emu War, Redux, may have ended differently than its predecessor, but it taught us a valuable lesson. In the face of adversity, adaptation is key. Whether it's climate change or emus on the rampage, the only way forward is together, finding creative solutions to the challenges that nature throws our way. Deep in the heart of Africa's wilderness, an epic showdown unfolded in 2004, the Battle of Kruger. Imagine this, a pride of lions, a herd of buffalo, and a lurking crocodile all vying for dominance in a high-stakes game of predator versus prey. Caught on camera by a group of astonished tourists, this riveting encounter captured the raw drama of nature in all its glory. The lions launched a coordinated attack on a buffalo calf, only to be thwarted by the herd's fierce defense. But just when victory seemed within reach, a crocodile emerged from the depths, dragging both lion and buffalo into a watery abyss. It was a scene straight out of a wildlife documentary, except this time, the audience was witnessing it in real time. The Battle of Kruger became an internet sensation, captivating viewers around the world with its breathtaking spectacle and unexpected twists. And so the Battle of Kruger serves as a reminder of the untamed majesty of the natural world, where predators and prey engage in an eternal struggle for survival. Who will emerge victorious in the end? Well, as the saying goes, Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, nature always keeps us on the edge of our seats, eager to witness the next chapter in its never-ending saga. Welcome to the concrete jungles of modern cities, where a different kind of battle rages on the ongoing war against rats. Picture this: bustling streets, towering skyscrapers, and lurking in the shadows, a formidable foe with beady eyes and a voracious appetite for chaos. From subway tunnels to sewers, rats have infiltrated every corner of urban life, leaving destruction and disease in their wake. But fear not, for humans are not ones to back down from a challenge, especially when it comes to defending our territory against these pesky rodents. Armed with traps, poisons, and even cutting-edge technology, we've launched a full-scale offensive against the Rat Uprising. From rodent-proof trash cans to ultrasonic deterrents, we've pulled out all the stops in our quest to reclaim our cities from the furry invaders. But as any seasoned warrior will tell you, victory is never guaranteed in the battle against rats. These cunning creatures have proven time and time again that they're more than capable of outsmarting even the most ingenious human contraption. So next time you hear a rustling in the darkness, just remember, it might just be the sound of rats plotting their next move in their ongoing quest for world domination. Step into the world of biodiversity conservation, where humans are locked in a never-ending battle against an insidious foe invasive species. Picture this: idyllic ecosystems teeming with native flora and fauna, only to be invaded by foreign invaders with a penchant for wreaking havoc. From the cane toads of Australia to the Asian carp of North America, invasive species have a knack for disrupting delicate ecological balance. But fear not, for humans have donned their metaphorical armor and picked up their weapons of choice: biological control methods, eradication efforts, and everything in between. Whether it's releasing natural predators to control populations or waging all-out war on invasive plants with chemical warfare, we've pulled out all the stops in our quest to reclaim our ecosystems from the clutches of these unwanted invaders. But as any seasoned conservationist will tell you, the battle against invasive species is far from over. These relentless invaders continue to adapt and spread, testing the limits of our ingenuity and resolve. So next time you encounter an invasive species in your backyard, remember, it's not just a weed or a pest, it's a soldier in the ongoing war for biodiversity conservation. Welcome to the wild and wily world of North America, where a charismatic carnivore has captured both our fascination and our frustration: the coyote. Picture this: moonlit desert landscapes, echoing with the haunting howls of these elusive creatures as they roam their nocturnal domain. But as charming as they may be, coyotes have also earned themselves a reputation as cunning tricksters, capable of outsmarting even the most determined adversaries, namely, us humans. From suburban backyards to bustling city streets, coyotes have made themselves right at home in our urban landscapes, much to the chagrin of some residents. But fear not, dear viewers, for humans are nothing if not resilient and resourceful. Armed with traps, snares, and even the occasional Acme-style contraption, we've launched a veritable arsenal of measures to keep coyotes at bay. Yet, despite our best efforts, these wily predators continue to elude capture, leaving us scratching our heads in bewilderment. So, what's the lesson to be learned from the Coyote Conundrum? Well, perhaps it's that nature has a way of defying our best-laid plans, reminding us that even the most cunning creatures deserve our respect and admiration. After all, in a world as wild and unpredictable as ours, sometimes the best strategy is to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Coyotes and all, dive into the deep blue sea, where the ocean's most feared predator, the shark, lurks beneath the waves. Picture this: sun-drenched beaches with surfers catching waves and beachgoers soaking up the sun, all while sharks silently patrol the waters below. But fear not, for humans have devised ingenious ways to protect ourselves from these toothy titans. Enter the shark nets, drum lines, and shark coal, our frontline defenses in the war on sharks. From coast to coast, these measures are deployed to keep beachgoers safe from potential shark encounters. Yet, despite our best efforts to control shark populations, these majestic predators continue to elude capture, reminding us that nature cannot be tamed so easily. And with growing concerns about the impact of human activities on marine ecosystems, some have begun to question the ethics of our shark control measures. So, what's the takeaway from the war on sharks? Well, perhaps it's that in our quest to protect ourselves, we must also consider the delicate balance of life beneath the waves. After all, sharks play a crucial role in maintaining healthy marine ecosystems. And maybe, just maybe, it's time for us to rethink our approach to coexisting with these misunderstood creatures of the deep. Welcome to the urban jungle, where skyscrapers tower overhead and alleyways teem with activity, including a certain furry foe that has plagued humanity since time immemorial, the rat. Picture this: bustling city streets with rats scurrying through sewers and alleyways, their beady eyes gleaming with mischief. But fear not, for humans are not ones to back down from a challenge, especially when it comes to defending our turf against these relentless rodents. Armed with traps, poisons, and even high-tech gadgets, we've launched a full-scale offensive against the Rat Uprising. From rodent-proof trash cans to ultrasonic deterrents, we've pulled out all the stops in our quest to reclaim our cities from the furry invaders. Yet, despite our best efforts, rats continue to elude capture, leaving us scratching our heads in frustration. So, what's the moral of the story in the war on rats? Well, perhaps it's that sometimes the best-laid plans of humans and rodents often go awry. After all, in the eternal battle between man and rat, it seems that nature always finds a way to keep us on our toes and our traps empty. Prepare to dive into the breathtaking world beneath the waves, where vibrant coral reefs teem with life, but not without facing their own share of challenge. Picture this: a kaleidoscope of colors, with coral reefs bustling with fish, sea turtles, and other marine creatures, all living in delicate harmony. But alas, these underwater wonderlands are under siege from threats both natural and man-made. From rising sea temperatures to ocean acidification, coral reefs face unprecedented challenges in their struggle for survival. Yet fear not, for humans are not content to sit idly by as these precious ecosystems face destruction. From marine biologists to conservationists, a dedicated army of ocean defenders has risen to the challenge, launching a coordinated effort to protect and preserve coral reefs around the world. Through initiatives such as coral reef restoration and marine protected areas, we're working tirelessly to give these underwater marvels a fighting chance against the forces of destruction. After all, as stewards of the ocean, it's our duty to ensure that future generations can continue to marvel at the beauty and biodiversity of coral reefs for years to come. So let us join hands or fins in the battle for coral reefs, and together, we can turn the tide in favor of these magnificent underwater ecosystems. After all, when it comes to saving coral reefs, every little bit counts, even if it's just a drop in the ocean. If you know other interesting wars between animals, I am waiting for your story in the comments. Subscribe to the channel and let me know if you want the next part. Bye.